Hey man, say man,
Yeah,
if you're watching this,
yeah. It's over with.
damn,
It's over with.
damn, you
It's
watching
over with.
this?
It's over with.
Damn, okay. Welcome to the Escapade, or welcome back. If you
Yeah.
already tuned into the first episode, you know what I mean. We already dropped that bitch.
If not, link is in the bio. Link is definitely in the
link,
bio.
link is in the description. Link is in all that shit,
All
man.
that.
It's in everything.
Follow
we
our
got
Instagram.
we got an Instagram for you. We
Mhm.
both got Instagrams. Both of those are in the descriptions. All three. Hey,
Okay.
everything's in the description, bro. Like, subscribe,
Exactly. If
turn on them post notifications.
if your friends are here,
Get
get
that
your
shit
friends
going.
on this shit. Get your friends on this shit if
Hey.
your friends not on it. You feel me?
Share it.
Fuck.
Man, share
Yeah.
that shit.
Share that mother.
Fuck out of here. Tell them
Yeah.
again. Share that shit, man.
Yeah. But yeah.
Nah, but-
Instagram is the.escapade. Follow us, Tevin.Thom with an H for the last name. You can't forget the H. And at Saga the Ninth for my IG, man. Follow us, give us a follow. Episodes are biweekly. And yeah, let's get to it, man. What's up? What's the topics, man? What you got?
I got, first off, today we got some, I don't know, depending on how you take things in news and media, it might be a little heavy, but it's a topic that needs to be addressed. First off is the UMass letter. If y'all don't know, there's somebody from UMass sent out.
I read that shit this morning. Oh my God.
Yeah, they sent out a letter basically attacking the Black people at UMass. Might I say the small population of Black people at UMass in a grammatically correct, some would say intellectual way. I mean, it's still
a better structured email.
That's what the way they said it, I guess, was nice, but it still portrayed pure ignorance. If I may say so myself, I don't know. That's just me looking at it.
Should I do the honors? And I got you.
Go. I mean, go. Let's go ahead and get into it. Let's go ahead and get into it. This is the first.
So
first topic.
The email says here on my broken pen, as you can see. Hello, Black students of our campus. We are writing to you from a group sharing the sentiments of many students on campus of all races and creed, except yours. To inform you what we think of the Negro, that lovely N-word you hate African Americans on campus. We are naturally writing from a non-student account, so we are not victimized by the predictable cries of racism and not being inclusive. We expect the first thing for you to do is to run to the media. Well, here we fucking are. I'm gonna just read the second paragraph. We'll give them a gist. We look down upon you, they said. We instantly known in all manners from your language, which most of you still speak in some broken form of Ebonics or to ghetto speak to where you're from. Wow. Also, in quotations, it says third world sewers in America bought and paid for by the U.S. taxpayer. To how you live like hood rats. That was not a Crip song, by the way.
You a hood rat.
To how you appear from your fro to your big lips to your black skin, you are clearly different. Regarding your intelligence, you are clearly stupid. And while not all students know the average IQ of a Black person is 75, it is abundantly clear that you possess a lacking intelligence along with the elementary grasp of subjects that hate of us. I'm sorry, as I say that. Elementary grasp of students that most of us learned in high school. So basically, I don't even need to read the rest of that shit because you basically get the gist of what the fuck they're trying to say.
Oh no!
So as
no,
you can see,
hold on.
And,
You gotta get to the second. You gotta get into the second part. You gotta get into the second part.
Let me unlock the.
Got to do it.
Here lays the problem with your presence at our college. You simply did not get here on merit. Excuse me. Believe it or not, students are not only who think this and know this. It is a common fact that a Black person can score hundreds of points lower on the SAT, but also professors and TAs. I am sure you can see it is in their faces and behavior towards you. The only reason 99% of Black students at UMass are at UMass is because you are given an easy pass, and this applies not every other post-secondary institution. Not only do you lack intellectual chops, you are truly fit. I'm sorry, you never truly fit in with this campus culture or any clique on campus. And the reason why we engage with you is the fear of us being called racist. Wow. I didn't read that second. I'm glad you told me to read that second part. Okay.
Mhm.
The last paragraph. Okay. Second to last paragraph. White people, Asians, Hispanics, almost none of us truly want to interact with you. We only do so because it is required. We only do so because it is required.
Uh-huh.
The entire history of Black people in the US, unlike every other superior ethnic group, literally every other single one, in quotations, including Asians who are richer and more educated than whites, is excuse me, is one of imposition on our society. Every cry, every whine, every demand stems from a place of rejection. You must beg the rest of society to accept you and allow you, because otherwise we will never interact with you. The natural that's crazy.
Mhm.
But basically, hold on, because I
Bro,
didn't read the second part. I only read what you posted. You should never
Mhm.
seriously consider doing the human race a favor and getting sterilized. I'm not being facetious. You should consider undergoing a surgical procedure to remove your gonads, thereby sparing human race exposure to your DNA. The world will thank you. Thank you for reading our letter from the University of Massachusetts. Sorry, that was poorly said, by the way, but you get the
let me let me tell you why. First of all, that
that
is
pisses me
from,
off.
but it pisses you. But
That
that
right there.
I but don't let that get to you too much, because that is from one person.
Oh, of course. Hell no. Why would
That's
it?
not from a we. It's not from an organization. If it was from a we, they would not put out anything
They
like
wouldn't
that.
at all. Nah.
Like they already have that group. There's nobody to talk. Like there's nobody else to talk to. I got my people to talk to. Like that's you know what I mean. This is
Right.
something to get people on their side. This is like like they want to get sympathizers. They want people on their side with this one. And they're going at shit that makes no sense. Like they're talking about, when they talked about like, whoa, even when they talked about the rich Asians that are richer, blah 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 blah, that's not necessarily true. Like, okay, at USC, do you know about, at USC there's a big population of Asians, right? And like a lot of people, there's a stereotype that they're like rich as, hold on, Siri turned on. There's a stereotype that they're like rich as fuck.
Yeah.
And a lot of people have like I8s, like all types of shit, like crazy shit. Like, and sometimes the clothing be dumb. Like they got like exclusive like North Gear, like shit that you don't see unless you looking at a magazine type shit.
Yeah.
But you gotta understand, like, sometimes that shit is a facade. Like some people will come over here and drop bread on the nicest cars and the nicest spot, but besides that, nothing. Like nigga, there's nothing going. Like, bruh, that is that, and they have spent, like, bruh, they have spent their savings, their mom's savings, their dad's savings, their future kids' savings, bro, on everything, on hype beats, just to let the people who are in a majority feel secure. You get what I'm saying?
Fuck that. I wear shit.
You get what I'm saying?
My sweats and my slides to this day.
But if you say you come over, white people already say you're Asian, grow up in China, white people already think you, before you even come over here, white people automatically think you smart as fuck. You so smart that your parents know your potential and won't let you get nothing below a B.
Yeah.
So you come over here, you already come over here with that stigma. You ain't done shit. You ain't even had a fucking.
You just moved. You just got here.
You just moved. You ain't even had a homework assignment yet, and you already up here. Niggas see you in class, and that is the smartest nigga in the fucking grade, in the school, right there. Hell yeah. Right there. He just touched down. Like you just touched down.
Hell yeah.
And then, so the parents know that. So they like, oh shit. So they already think he rich as fuck. Hold on. Like, bro, Say you do small work in a lab over in China, bro. The kid thinks this because of that kid's parents thinks that about you. I'm saying you is this example right now, right?
Oh yeah.
So say your parents do small work in a lab over in China. The kids in your class, their parents already told them, hey, people from China smart as fuck. You're from China. Your parents came from China too. You think they don't know how to run game better than you? Bro, they come over from China and they're like, okay, let me put some bread in a Porsche real quick, in a car in this neighborhood, research some shit real quick, and show up with a little resume. Let them know I'm spiffy with my shit because, bro, these clothes that y'all get in America, we make cheap, nigga. That Armani suit, that's really not Armani. It really, or whatever. There's a designer suit made in China. That shit costs $5 to make. So I got that shit easy. True. I come over with that shit already. I drop bread in the car in a place. You think I'm balling? You think I came from a big ass fucking and they show up with a resume like, here you go.
Shit, we scamming y'all. Y'all don't want us paying.
I'm saying
$500 a band plus for all this shit that I basically.
I'm saying, but but that happens, and that person does not know that, and they're talking about that shit, and then they're talking about the IQ of a black brother. And at the same time, you're attacking. Okay, let me break down this letter to you too about this person. Okay, I'll just put this out there.
My legs, my brother.
The population of the University of Massachusetts is about 33,000, right? Of that 33,000, 29,000 of those students are grad students like us.
Yeah.
Right? Or undergrad. Of those 29,000, about 26,000 are white. Of that 29,000, only about 1,000 of them are black. And about 2,000 of them are Asian. And there's a couple hundred that are miscellaneous in between, right?
Yeah.
If it did come from a group, that email came from a group, right, of people of that 20 that are, I'm assuming, to be white. I mean, they could be the miscellaneous or whatever, whatever. So should I count in whatever?
I still feel like
it only took 5%. If we're looking at the school as a whole that wanted to send that email, right? All right. So what I was saying was that there's only 1,085 black people at UMass, and that's all it takes.
How many people?
1,085 black people.
Damn.
So that was 33,000 whole school, 29,000 undergrad, 26,000 white, 2,000 Asian, 1,000 black. And that's all it took. Even if it was a huge, or even if it was a school-wide organization, it only takes 5% of that population to get a letter like that. And now, more realistically, it's probably one person who probably ain't seen one black person at UMass, or might have saw maybe heard about a story of one black person that in their all-white friend group. Dude, I don't know.
We have black people.
Dude, this black person told me that their family's on EBT and that they come here and that their financial aid is like 10 grand for a school that charges probably 50,000 a year. That's not doing that much
at all.
You get what, like, bro, it's ridiculous. Like, come on.
Hey, like you said, it doesn't take that many people to start a letter like that. Like, shit, it only needs. Honestly, it's like, of course, people.
It don't even take one person.
True.
It probably,
but people
not don't even
people not gonna support the letter, but most are.
People will support the letter, though.
Yes, exactly. That's what I'm trying to say. People
will support letter.
Support the letter and be like, you know what, they're right, like type shit. Especially if all you see is majority whites around. I mean, hell, that's how I feel here. Shit, like
you don't know no black people, but you see, you will hear your opportunities going away. Yeah. So you think you see your opportunities go away. So you think you can put that on black people. You know what I mean? Exactly. You're like, oh, wait, black people were taking jobs? I don't even see black people and they're taking my potential jobs. Fuck black people. That's how some people look at it.
True.
Like it's crazy. But UMass has had problems in the past. They've had problems like in the 90s. My dad was telling me that they had problems with black people using their shuttles to get to campus.
I mean, shit,
They wouldn't allow people on the shuttle.
I say, look where they're at though. Like, it's mostly white people up there. You feel me?
It's mostly white people up there, but people would not think that it would be like that.
I'm not gonna lie. I know I didn't. I thought, shit. I mean,
you know what I mean?
I don't hear about UMass, but shit, I'm thinking like it's maybe just like one of those ducked off schools. Like you don't really hear about. Like it's, you know what I'm saying? But, I mean, every school has your, you know what I'm saying.
But it's been problems.
Has things like that.
It's been problems up north since, spanning since when slaves left the South, ex-slaves left the South and went up north, taking jobs. People hate that shit. Went up there? Yeah. Went up north.
Up north. Yeah.
But people don't like, because I've heard, oh my God, people hate when they think you're taking their jobs. They hate that shit, bro. Like, I was listening to this one girl talk my freshman year. Don't let it be any race of color, bro. Like, I was listening to this girl talk my freshman year, bro. Mm-hmm. I'll never forget this shit. She was like, I can't stand Indians and Mexicans. I'm like, what? Really?
Why them specifically?
Yeah, I was like, why them? She's like, first of all, I like black people are cool. Like, you're cool. I like black people. Like, black people are cool. I'm like, okay. Like, I wonder what we're cool for then.
Right.
But yeah, you know what I mean? But she said, I can't stand them because they take jobs. They take our jobs. I'm like, what? She's like, they take my dad's jobs in like factories. I'm like, I'm just trying to dissect her sentence. They take your dad's jobs. So you're saying that somebody might have taken your dad's actual job, but I'm really thinking that you're saying that these Indian and Mexican people are taking all these people's jobs and one of them happened to be my dad. So now it's like, now my hatred for them is like confirmed. Yeah, but now my like the way I feel is confirmed because they took my dad's job. Him, yeah.
So yeah,
like what, bro?
He has a receipt to why she feels that way.
But she actually felt. I'm like, bro, you are tweaking.
That doesn't make sense to me. Even then, like I say this shit all the time. If they put black people and Hispanics together, they will make a great ass team. I don't give a fuck what nobody says. They are two hardworking parties. But even then, when it comes to job opportunities and things like that, of course they're gonna want hardworking people. And the way that some white people will look at people of color is that, you know, they'll probably work harder for the dollar. You feel me? So I'm gonna get so and so. I know he's Hispanic. Shit, he might have just moved here like 5 to 10 years ago. So he's probably looking for a job right now. He's probably hardworking. He's probably they're thinking that we're desperate more than anything. Like, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So they will hire that will of course hire that person over, let's say, a white man or a white woman. But even then, if we talking about technology and we talking about the doctorate field, bro, it is so hard for people of color or just any other ways, period, to be accepted or being hired by a hospital or a clinic or anything like that just because of where they come from. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Like it doesn't make sense to me why we have to work twice as hard just to get to the same position that they going. Probably not even the same position, probably just a fraction of what they got. And it's just sick to me. I read, if I can remember the number, the average white family earns over roughly like probably I think 115 to 120,000 a year, while an average black family only earns around 25 bands.
Damn.
So it
really
sickens me because like we hear all the time like slavery, segregation, all that shit wasn't too long ago. Like we still living in to this day, as you see by the email. Hell, people look at us all the time and probably thinking the same damn thing all the time. People over there at your school probably looking at you like, oh, look at his hair type shit. or oh, he needs to, you know what I'm saying? Like that's some
Ain't no
stupid
telling, man. Ain't no telling.
how do you get your hair like that? Type shit.
Oh
like.
shit. Oh shit. But it's at the same time, it's people don't be knowing, bro. You got people who don't know, and you got people who do know.
But
even the people who don't know, it's like, damn, how don't you like catch on to this shit? How do you not peep these things?
Or even then, I think it just some people just don't have common sense. So it's like, how could you even think of some shit like that? You feel me?
Yeah, like Blue Lives Matters, for instance. But like all that shit, like police, like supporting the police, crazy shit, like that shit crazy. But first of all, if it is okay, a lot of times people say that in response to the number of black people killed, a lot of people will say, oh, more white people have been killed than black people, than like white people have been killed by cops than black people.
Yeah, they try to,
you know what I'm talking about?
Shit. Yeah.
We
get killed just like y'all do.
And at a higher degree, people will also point out, which is the truth. Whereas more white people have been killed by cops than black people. Is that not a problem?
That's what I'm saying. Aren't you?
Is that not with that? Terrible? Like, bro,
that's what I'm saying.
If we're second on that list and we're tripping, well, we're going to be tripping because we're a minority. Our numbers don't match up. But if we're second and we're tripping, and y'all are number one, and y'all are making flags, wristbands,
and people get so pissed with Black Lives Matter, like,
yes,
all lives matter, but right now, as of right now, we are like, it seems as if we are being focused on these attacks and these hate crimes. So I don't understand, like, even if you are against the slogan or against all the records that's going, you know what I'm saying, that's been going through these cities and towns, it's like, if you know that you are head of the problem, shit, you should be supporting the cause. You feel me? Like, I don't know. It's like, if you understand where we're coming from, how come you don't understand where we're coming from?
But I get that's a really good question. I don't know how they don't understand where we're coming from. Well, actually, I kind of do, because they're in the majority. You gotta understand, most of the black people in the South.
I just wonder how it is to be white and like know, like, have, you know, everything that's going on. I just want to know how they would, like, how they feel about shit, how they look at things. You know what I mean?
A lot of times like,
because I feel like for people of color, I feel like you have to think twice for sure.
But think you're in Oregon, the Pacific Northwest.
Yeah.
Oregon, bro. You white, doing your thing in a white neighborhood, go to a job. Like the percentage of, I don't even know. I should have done Vermont, because I know Vermont, like, the percentage of black people is really low. But you might not see anybody of color, bro. So even if you go on, like, you turn on the news and it's like, oh, you hear about the George Floyd thing. You're like, oh, that's cool. Well, not that that's cool, but like, oh, that's happening. That's crazy. But then you switch the channel because you in Oregon, where you don't see another black person for another 6 months.
Like,
you know what I mean? Exactly. It's not relatable. That's why it doesn't get to people. I mean, music gets to people because it's relatable. These points don't get to people because it's not relatable. You know what I'm saying?
I mean, I can see your point, because there's just some shit, like, especially like, and that on YouTube, you skip past that shit. That shit doesn't relate to me. Like, why should I care? Type shit. But yes, I don't know, bro. It's like, just having knowledge of it could be better than not having no sense of it at all.
But how many conversations have you?
Even if you don't agree with this shit, at least have some type of knowledge of what the hell's going on around.
But how many times have you had to put somebody on with game who wasn't your color? It's because they had no idea.
It's not even that, bro. Like, I probably one person at the most. Other people would rather ask for my opinion of how I see it than them actually.
But that's the same thing. That's the same thing as asking what's your opinion on it, Brandon? Same thing as asking a black guy. That's the same thing in a group. I'm saying like, okay, so that's saying I think that example, what I said, holds up. Because how many times has somebody asked you a question based on you being black?
Shit, more often, it's been pretty.
A lot of times, right?
And, yeah, I'm not gonna lie.
A lot of fucking times.
Yeah.
And these are people who go to.
They fucking know.
But a lot of times they don't know, and they in the South with where the majority of black people live. And you got to think about the rest of the United States. We got the West, the Midwest, the Pacific Northwest. We got the East. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
all these regions where there's a very, very small amount of black people, so they have no idea. You can't read like, bro.
True.
How do you reach out to somebody in Portland? How do you reach out to somebody in Nevada? Like, you know what I mean? Like,
I see that. Okay. I see
you get what
I get what you saying. I get what you saying. Sure. But shit, it's just damn. University.
It's how do you get somebody to relate? How do you get somebody to see it, bro? Because there's a lot of, there's a lot of people who rock have you ever seen the stickers on cars? I thought it was like a flag, like an actual like nation. It's that black strip, that blue strip in the middle, and that black strip. Look for it on cars and shit next time you see it.
Okay, bad.
That's Blue Lives Matter shit.
I was about to say, my brother's neighbor had a whole ass Blue Lives Matter flag on the back of his truck. You know what's crazy? He's the one that got me the job I was working at in the summer.
Mm-hmm. And that's not to say people aren't nice, that people aren't people.
True.
But even though they're supporting something, they still might not know what it is. Just as people hate black people and still might not know what a black person really
and I should have took
is.
Advantage. I should have took advantage of that and asked him like, how do you feel about that? Because like he's cool as fuck. But I just want to know what they mean. Like what does it mean to them? Just like early before we got on Zoom about the swastika and how a slight angle could mean something totally different. So I just want to know his perception of it.
Yeah, I feel you. My question would be, how do you support a slogan that is in reference to a job versus a slogan that is in reference to a people?
Hey, I need that in the comments. How do y'all feel about that?
Get the fuck out of here. How the fuck do you feel about that?
Hey.
How would you feel about that?
I need everyone in the comments. Right? Tevin, ask it one more time for the people. Ask it one more
time. I don't even want to do it because nobody has broken it down like that. I feel like, bro. Like,
shit, let's do it. Ask your question one more time. We'll break that bitch down.
How do you feel?
Preach, preacher.
In supporting a reference, or how do you feel in supporting a slogan that is in reference to a job versus somebody who supports a slogan that is in reference to a people, to a whole group,
to humanity,
to a whole genre of humanity, to a whole escapade of humanity. If you ask me, the black people are the escapade of humanity. We get shit going. We get crazy shit going. Every race really gets it going. And I don't understand how people say anything superior. Like, well, what? Huh?
Yeah, I say in their own way, yeah, for sure.
In their own ways. Asian people had the Silk Road, all that shit. They had that shit going. And I say Asia because the Silk Road went through a lot of countries besides China. Man, white people perfected a lot of crafts. A lot of crafts. Every like white nation you look at, it's like they took on a culture and just boom, that shit was perfected. Like, damn, okay, all right. That's it. Black people get shit going.
Yeah,
we had shit started. Bro. What do you think these crafts were perfected by black people? Black people made. Come on now. Every race has their own thing. Not their own thing, like we just all haven't collaborated. So I can't say we all have our one thing together.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Until we're all like one complete, kumbaya. I can't say we'll have anything together, really.
Do you feel like there's things being stolen from other cultures? Well, like, oops.
Yeah,
That's
what I was saying.
Yeah,
things get
but...
perfect. Yeah. Yeah. No.
Like, I'm trying to think more specific. Never mind. We'll just hold that question later until I can actually think of it. But yeah, man, it's just
we can also move to a different topics. I got some other stuff.
It's evil world we live in. But yes,
it is the evil world we live in.
Let's jump to it.
But it's still getting better. You feel like
you feel like
it is getting better. I'll
say newer generation for sure. I mean, shit, we still young, but still, like, my niece's generation, whatever generation that is.
Oh, it's gonna take some time. We have to, like, as a people, we got to stop worrying about things that don't matter and actually come together on things. Like, from even having different parties, like, what the fuck is that shit about? Excuse me. Like, why do we even have different
and shit?
Yeah, like, this things have to go that I don't know. I feel like it might be, like you said, your niece's generation, but I think people of our age and younger need to get shit going. Need to get these old people out of here, these old heads out of here. Because they own the same shit. Like, bro, you got to think.
Yeah.
If somebody who is 70, 80, who's that one dude, 80 years old? Let me look up, man. You got your phone on you? Becca, can I see real quick? Thank you. All right, it's 2021, right? Let's say he's 80. That one dude who re-signed for something. He was born in 1941. That means he was, what time? 1965 is when they redid all, like, the segregation and stuff like that, right? I want to say so.
He was in his 20s, so shit, that was new to him.
That wasn't new. It was new to him, but he was grown. He was our age.
True. Yeah. So
come on now.
Yeah. So he was aware of that shit. He
come on now.
And
honestly, he's around the same age as a lot of people's grandparents.
Mm-hmm.
So if that should really like.
I was about to say he's probably like being a traditional parent. Like, that shit. That's just how shit was, and that's how it's gonna be for them.
Yeah, but he was alive when we weren't able to use the same water fountains as him, and he's still in office. That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. You got to think about these things. Like,
trying to get their ass up out of there.
Like, at our school, we have an email that says, every time we get an email, it says, CCU, Coastal does not discriminate. You know why they say we do not discriminate? We do not discriminate. Like, because we used to discriminate. That's because Coastal used to discriminate. Like, come on now. Coastal was made in 1954. Come on now.
Yeah.
Do I have to look up the statistics of 1954 Coastal, the demographic? Come on now.
In the email, though. I don't think
we do not discriminate. You think I ain't put that together? Wait, we don't discriminate. 1954. Y'all used to discriminate. That was fucking easy. I'm like, bro. Yeah, I don't think so.
That's funny.
Like, we've been putting out we don't discriminate in emails way before all this LGBTQ talk. Oh, so who are you? Oh, my bad. You were emailing me just telling
right.
Okay.
Right.
You just wanted to let me know that you were just talking about black people, that you did discriminate.
Exactly.
Okay. Racially. You just want to you just confirm that.
This make you feel better. Make you feel
It's crazy.
But as we talk about that, though, there is another topic that was really intriguing that you brought to my attention before the call.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
So
what's that?
If you want, I was about to say I didn't bring the notes today.
Go ahead. Introduce it fully.
If I can't, I don't remember. That's what I'm trying to say. If you would wonderfully open it up. I was about to say you have the note next to you.
Is it the
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
All right. So if y'all didn't know what that was the nod. That was the nod. That was a nod. You know?
I think everyone knows. I think everyone that has either I think everyone has probably went through this. But me and Tevin were talking about the differences and head nods between younger and older people. Even then between races of color. So So Tevin, how would you don't know me, you know what I'm saying? How would you usually address somebody that's our age?
If I didn't know you, we were on the street in passing, I give you one of these. Just simple.
Is it because it's more hip, or?
I would say, I wouldn't say because it's more hip. I would just say that's what you do to the younger audience. I don't know why. It's just like, I think it's more like a what's up type of thing. Like, yeah, I think it's more just like what's going on.
I think the energy's like, I don't know, the energy's different when it's because then it's like it's not like
when it's a down, I feel like that's that's true acknowledgement. That's like, or like respect. Like
yeah, I feel like that's the shit old people
to an OG. That's there. I might say to an OG, you definitely get that.
How you doing, yo? You good? You good?
And maybe even an older white dude too. One of those. A quicker one though. Like that.
Yeah. Wait, how did it go?
See what like a what.
Then then the lips. Can't forget the lips too. You know.
Oh, it's one of these. It's one of these.
Mm-hmm.
Right there. You see that, right?
You see that? You gotta tuck it. You gotta tuck it. Yep.
Yep. Just you see how my mustache makes that right there? That's what you want. You want that.
My mustache, ain't it? But yeah, I get
maybe even widen your eyes a bit.
Yeah.
That's how you do it.
Yeah, I think it's more hip. I think it just like
one of that. Yeah, definitely.
Yeah, like I don't know.
That's for a younger audience.
It's just weird to me just saying like I feel like I gotta tip my hat to you, but like what am I doing that for?
Top of the morning. What, like this? But you do that to older people though.
Like, I do that shit if that's some. Yeah, but like I usually do that shit for some people, like for people that I don't really want to acknowledge, type shit. Like, let's say you at the mall, somebody wants to clean your shoes and shit. Like, you wouldn't be like invited. You like up is more invited. You just kind of how you doing type shit and walk off. You know what I'm saying? Like you
see, but I still feel like you're still playing with fire. You're still playing with fire.
How?
Hold on. You are. You're still playing with fire, bro.
How was that?
Because you're still giving him acknowledgement. For somebody who cleans your shoes, the purpose is to completely take off.
Oh no, I mean he didn't clean my shoes yet. I'm just saying for a person that's trying to get your attention.
Oh,
like,
yeah.
Like, you feel me? Like, yeah. I'm not saying like he already did what he had to do. I'm saying like you and your girl at the mall, shit. She wants to go to Victoria's Secret. There's somebody trying to stop you. You just give him a little
that is true.
Walk on. You know, that's what I'm saying.
But I'm saying like hecklers like that, I don't give no acknowledgement. I if I keep my head down, I'm keeping it down like that, and I'm walking.
Hey, you want to get your shoes clean?
Fuck up. But speaking about the head nod, I was at a tailgate this past weekend at the Coastal game, right? And I'm there with my girl, and who was there? It was Kiana, Avery, Lizzie, her friend. It was a couple. We was all over there. There was a couple people over there, but me and Becca, we just ended up just standing next to each other for some. I don't even know. I think we were just standing there waiting for somebody, but. I was talking to her and I'm drunk as hell. I'm talking to her and I'm like, baby, you see that guy over there? I don't even know why, but I'm like, baby, you see that guy over there? I'm gonna nod and he gonna nod back. She's like, what? I'm like, bet you I'm gonna nod and he gonna nod back.
Yeah.
And I knew the dude from maybe one time freshman year, like just in passing, or at a party.
Yeah.
I looked at bro, and I went like that, and he went like that. And I was like, see, I told you, I fucking told you.
You know what? Also, sorry to interrupt your story.
He was a person of color though. He was light skinned.
True, but at the same time, I feel like if you would have seen him from across where you was at, I think it would have posed more of a threat if he was just like or some shit.
Like that?
Like it would have definitely gave off a different feeling than what's up?
Definitely. That's not a party type of addressing somebody. Like,
right.
No. You don't.
That's all, especially if he's way over yonder. Like,
yeah. Because he was about 20 yards away. This man was not close. He was not close. I made sure it was a distance. I was about to say,
throughout those people, you eye him.
He might have been creeped out. I would have been. I'm like, how do motherfuckers see me?
Right.
But yeah, no, if I would have went like that, because you can't tell somebody's like looking you up and down, like you can't tell from that far away.
Right,
you just see somebody like go like that.
Somebody
like,
wrong impression.
What the fuck is that? What is that?
Exactly.
I'd spit on the ground to you, sir.
Exactly.
What? But then I talked to I'll turn it back and I was like, look, I bet you I was like, no, I'm not gonna say as a black person thing, but that's basically a black people thing. Like that's our thing.
Yeah.
And I was like, I bet you if you go, I was like, look, I bet you if you go nod to that white girl right there, she ain't gonna do it. She's like, no, I'm not doing that. I'm like, do it. I was about to say,
I think it's more of a
if she would have nodded at her, she probably would have. That girl would have just melted. I don't even know what she probably just would have fucking short circuited. She what the fuck was that? She might have just exploded.
You know her? No. No, I definitely.
But she was tweaking. She's like, I'm not doing it. I'm not doing it. I'm like, oh shit. Because she knew it was not gonna go over well.
I don't. It's.
Have you ever seen?
Honestly, I don't even think it's just a color thing. I think it's more of just a guy thing. I do that shit with everybody. What's up with you?
But have you seen two people of another race do that?
Oh hell no.
Exactly.
What's up? Bring that shit in. But no, dead ass though.
You watch two people come down the street, right? They walking 20 feet, nod. Yeah, have you ever seen two white people come down the street, 20 feet, nod?
Nah.
5 feet, down. Nah. You've never seen it. You never seen it.
Nah.
I've never seen that shit.
I've never seen that shit either. No, you're right.
Hell no. Hell
it's just a go about your business type shit. And that's what happened. You was at tailgate, you seen him, what's up? Got down. You went about your business shit. If you was gonna take some man with some moves later, you would have hit him up. But it's just like, oh, what's up with you? Like, I ain't gonna bother you, but I do see you. Like, you know what I'm saying?
It's a whole conversation right there.
Right.
Becca, come over here real quick. Come here. Come here. I'm not gonna. It's nothing. It's not. Come here. Got my boy Marco with me. Oh, he's probably gonna take off in a second. Nope. Mark. Oh, you okay? His head is all in the thing. But come here.
Now my roommate's dog hit his head against the corner.
Really?
Yeah.
So
special guest.
This is my girlfriend Becca. She will be on the podcast for an episode. But here. Have you ever given it? You can come up a little bit too. Have you ever given anybody the nod?
No.
No, never?
No.
Like
not a simple. What's up? Just not a.
No.
No? Mm-mm. Have you ever like?
I don't know if girls. I don't see a lot of girls do that.
Yeah.
Wait. Before, hold on. I just want to ask because you're white. What is that frown thing that you guys do? That thing. What is that? What is that? What does that mean? Like, what is that?
Do you really not know what it means?
No.
Take a guess. Take a guess. Take a guess.
I mean,
Take a guess.
I
'Cause you
don't
gotta
know.
know.
Like you just don't.
You got
I mean, it could be anything. I just want a true answer. I just want a true answer. That's all I want. I just want a true answer. I mean, I have ideas of what it could.
I just
mean,
think
but
people are awkward and don't want to just like just that in a little way.
I don't know. I seen that shit more.
I
Go
don't
ahead.
know.
So you know how you got like the bless your heart,
Yeah.
bless her heart, bless
Yeah.
his heart. That is that in a facial expression. That is all right in the fucking creases of their lips. Fuck. Jack's back on the fucking Jack Daniel again.
Oh shit.
Damn, that's what you get right there. Had to send Cindy back to rehab. This is what you get right.
Oh my god.
Fuck.
So Becca,
Yeah.
when would
Yeah.
you use that face in a situation? Can you name a situation where you have or where you would use that facial expression?
I guess before hanging what Tevin just said, probably just like passing someone like you kind of know you're just like
True.
like a fake smile and then you just keep walking. But I don't know.
I was about to say,
Wait,
I guess
wait.
that makes sense.
people do that shit to me all the time and I don't know them. So I was like, what did I do?
Which face are you talking about though? Because she's
Are we
making
doing
a
different ones?
she's making a different face than, or I'm maybe I'm
You
thinking
look
of a different face.
disappointed. You're
Are
doing
you
like,
me? I'm thinking of a disappointment. You're looking more smug. Now that I think of it, there's two different faces we're talking
Nah,
about.
I'm talking about the face that you were making.
Which are you talking about? This one?
Yeah, I'm talking
Or are you
about
talking
that one.
about?
I said the second one. Yeah, the second one.
That's
That one.
utter fucking disappointment.
okay, I was thinking more of like a smile, like a just like
He's talking
awkward.
about.
Okay,
Shit,
yeah,
I
then
barely
I
know,
don't know.
Becca. I barely get those type of expressions. I get more than that than anything.
What was your original face you made?
Huh? I should look low.
Can you come up closer? Show him what he.
No.
Come on, no, we got to give him a diff. Like this
I'm
is.
saying I do it more in like a smiling way. Like
Yeah.
I don't want to smile with my teeth, like just staring at someone when I'm passing them.
So we got.
also a little like
But we have two different definitions, and I
Okay,
gave
yeah.
him one face,
I
but you
was
gotta
about to
give him
say,
the other. You
I
gotta give
get
him
I
another
get
face.
Tevin's face more.
okay, I don't know what.
You get.
I don't think I make. I don't think I'd make that face.
You gotta get a little bit closer.
I'm talking about the one you do.
Oh, the
though.
one, no, I mean when you're pissed, when you're a little slow.
So yeah, probably then when people are pissed off. But I don't know why they just be making that face at you.
I was about to say, I'm sorry for being in here. Like, what's going on? Like, no, that's
Like-
all I wanted to know.
Like say, I'm supposed to be at Becca's place at
Mhm.
like 8, and I get there at like 8:30. I get there to this. That's what I. That's what I walk. That's what.
Oh, Wait, well, you better be on
And then
time.
when I-
Shit.
But then when I try to make up for it, I get this. That they're two different things.
I do see the difference. I see the lip difference. Mhm. Yeah, I see the lip. Yeah, I see the tuck.
You see
Mhm.
that lip? How it's like fucking poised?
Yeah,
like
I see that.
ready to-
Yeah, I see it.
Like just ready
Yeah.
to fucking yeah.
But shit, that was two. We had to kill two birds with one stone because I had to know.
Oh yeah, there you go. I'm surprised you didn't know.
I mean, I have an idea, of course, but
Mhm.
I just wanted an answer from a white person. That's all.
When you see enough white people disappoint white people, you get the gist of it.
I mean, hell, if two white people are mad at each other, they don't do that shit. They yell at each other.
It's- when they what? You're not fucking paying attention, dude. When one's fucking arguing, one's waiting for the other's turn.
Oh, true. Yeah, they're
That.
waiting. They
Come
wait to
on.
explode. They wait.
They-
To
they
explode.
wait-
They're
it's a-
waiting to explode.
It's a very cordial fucking explosion, man. It's one at a time. No over talking, no overlapping.
Hey, let me tell you something. Hey, I'm kidding.
Is it my turn?
Yeah, it's,
Let me tell you something, bad.
but yeah, I just had.
How
to
about
know.
that?
Well, hey, comes off. Well, I just think it was a misunderstanding, and listen,
I
I never wanted this. You know, listen, I'm still cool with you. We work every fucking day together. I never want to argue with you. I just wanted to get my point across. You can go ahead.
You done? Because I'm fucking pissed. I'll tell you. You saw how I waited?
Yeah. That little pause means
And
a
it was
lot.
about 5 seconds before I exploded now. It was about
that pause is a lot.
I was getting it ready. I was getting it
For
ready.
sure.
Yes, it is. Yes, it is. But that nod is powerful, man. I guess it might even be more of a niche thing in that it might only be a black male thing. Like not even a male thing.
True.
And you know what I mean?
That's the only time I see that shit. Cause every other time if it's people non-color, shit, it's a dap, it's a hug, it's a goddamn. I mean, we do the same shit, but like only if we haven't seen each other in a long time.
Do you think it's dying out, the nod? I think the nod might be dying out.
Shit, more than it's crazy. More than anything, I don't give people the what's up. Shit, I just give people like a how you doing? Like that's usually how like.
Yeah, nowadays
like if I'm greeting
what's up
somebody,
nod
like,
is very rare.
Yeah, like if I'm greeting somebody, like how are you type shit. I'm like, how are you?
Nah, I don't even.
I
But now, like when I think about it,
too.
But most of the time now, I'm just getting fucking stared at, and I have to do this just to feel a little fucking comfortable or something.
It is
like
your shit just
I feel like even if I made the situation more awkward, I feel more comfortable at that point because damn, you was fucking like, oh my god, that staring shit has got to go.
Right.
You know what I mean?
What's going on? What are you not telling me right now?
Yeah. And if I made it more awkward, thank God, because what that shit was before was fucking terrible. What you just did, you just fucking stared at me for 30 seconds in a Walmart.
I'm trying to say, how are you? What's up? You having a good day?
Yeah, you get pissed off at me for nodding. You better be fucking glad I nodded, because you're fucking give me my goddamn face back.
What is wrong with you?
Damn, like, bro, it just doesn't make any sense.
Yeah, like it's okay to be approachable. Like it's okay to say what's up back to a random person. People are meant to be interacting with one another. It's okay to say hey. It's okay to ask how are you. It's okay to give a head nod back even if you don't fuck with me. How you doing?
But people make it feel like make you feel like it's not okay anymore.
Yeah,
like you going out, you doing too much.
Look at you, look back type shit.
Yeah, I'm like,
what is that about? Like when I was working at the gym, I'm like, how are you? Like, you know what I'm saying? How are you when they walk in or have a good day? They will look at my shit. They're just looking, going by their business. I'm like, fuck you too. Like I'm not the tallest thing at the desk right now. Like you see me. You know what I'm saying? Like
I can't stand that shit.
I hate that shit.
I don't like when people I don't like when people are behind me and I might step backwards and they get pissed off at me. Hey, bitch, you saw me.
What do you mean by that?
Say I'm standing or something like that. Somebody's behind me.
Yeah.
Or like say this and I just like that. They get pissed off at me. Like, bro, I did not see you. I'm not. I'm looking the other fucking way, right. Bro. You. What the fuck?
Nah, fuck that.
You know what I mean?
Like, how you gonna get mad at me? Like, I'm sorry, my bad.
Like, exactly. I'm sorry. You fucking stood right here.
Right.
I was trying to look out for you. I'm trying to bet that thing.
Oh, what?
I think we can end it right there. I think we can end it right there. But man, tripping, bro. Straight tripping.
But last but not least,
what?
Aside from the
yeah. This next topic's got to be a two-parter. You gotta do some actual research into this one.
That's why I say give
a deep dive.
give the viewers the topic.
Mm.
'Cause I also want the viewers to think about this one too, and it will be lovely.
Yeah.
Y'all in the comments, just kind of jot your feelings down and how you feel about it, because we'll definitely put that in our video. So, Tevin, if you would do the honors.
Hell yeah. So I say, bear with me now. This might not come across like 100% clear in translation, but I'm gonna give my best shot. I'm gonna give my best shot. All right. Next topic. Oof. Is about asking people if they like your race. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? Like you, it's your freshman year. You got a little friend group going on, blah, 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 blah. You happen to be a person of color. Brown, for instance. Let's just say brown. There's one person in the friend group looking good. You know what I'm saying? Y'all been talking, hashing it out. Y'all got a lot of shit in common. But you come from the South. And you know there's a lot of people who just don't really like the way you look. So y'all talking, you and this girl, y'all talking, y'all hashing it out. You said what?
I said, or like the way you sound either, your slang.
Mm-hmm. Exactly. So you talking to this girl, and you don't really know where she comes from. She come from anywhere. It don't even matter.
She can come from fucking
But
Massachusetts.
You just gotta know. Hey,
Go ahead.
Do you like brown people? That's the whole topic. Do you? That's it. The real thing is, I don't know. My thing is, I don't know if that's something that's only, if asking that question is only practiced by people of color and more specifically brown people. Or I don't know. I feel like it might just be isolated to brown people.
Well, how I see it and how I feel about it is that, like I was saying earlier, I think for Black people, specifically Black men, it's like an extra step that you have to, like, I don't know. I feel like Black people as a whole, I mean, of course, people have their differences, but for some people, it just may seem weird as hell to have an interracial relationship. I mean,
damn, you just opened my eyes to some
especially
shit.
Especially traditional parents.
Wow.
Like they because they're older than us. They were born during that time where, you know what I'm saying, like segregation, everything, the water fountains, the people being sprayed, people being bitten by dogs, all this shit, people being killed. Like, they were born during that time, so of course that shit was very traumatic to them, and they want to hold on to that shit. It's like, hey, if you basically it got to run in the blood, you got to stay in the family type shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, two Black parents, a beautiful Black couple building some of their own is very lovely. But shit, that's lovely for every family. But it's just like, the way that we've been treated is just a little bit sweeter.
What will be a little bit sweeter? Being in that all Black relationship?
Yeah, being the all Black relationship type thing. I'm not saying that's how I feel. Shit, I support any type of relationship. I was about to say, you know what I'm saying?
I'm about to say, for me,
yeah.
I think it's just the love in any relationship. Because I like being, just growing up, I don't know, like just hearing about stuff in high school even. Like, I ain't never had, my parents they good, they love each other. But growing up and even seeing like young relationships be domestic, be abusive, whether it's girl on girl, guy on guy, Black girl on girl, Black guy, you know what I mean? Yeah. Like, it's you see shit. So it's like, really, it, like, for me, it don't matter what the relationship is, who is in the relationship, as long as they are truly happy. Like, you know what I mean? Like, true. I could care less, bro. I could care less.
I mean,
but I know. So have you ever? Let me ask. Have you ever asked somebody if they liked your race?
Of course I have, but I usually like I always get the normal answers, or you know what I'm saying. I always get the same answers, like, "Oh, I love black people." Like my son, like you're my friend, for instance.
So you never got to know.
Yeah, I never got to know.
Now let me
I
also
always
ask
got
you
that
this:
same answer.
have you always asked in a light of friendship? Like, have you ever
I'll say
asked,
so.
do you
Just
like,
go ahead.
I'm saying, have you ever asked, do you like black guys? And saying, do you really like, do you fuck black guys? Like asking a girl, do you like, basically? Like, have you asked the question like that? Like, I mean, shit, I mean, you like black
a
guys?
couple. I
Like,
mean, hell yeah, a couple, and then they give you the reason why, and of course, it's just
so, and then so you've had a no.
it's always like, oh, like they're
Or is it just
it's
specifically
always
you?
nah. It's just specific. Yeah, it's specifically for sex reasons. Like I never asked one of my like. Of course, I dated white people. Like I dated. I mean, it was middle school, but like I still dated 2 white girls.
Mm-hmm.
But still,
It's that shit don't count. Get the fuck out of here.
Yeah, I don't count. But nah, it's their reasoning is more because of sex. Like it's not more so like I would definitely genuinely date, possibly marry a black guy. It's always at least from the people I've asked. Of course, it's not like that for everyone. Shit, Becca loves you.
So,
you love Becca.
Yeah, but what I'm saying, what you mean, like, so so break down. You've asked sexually, and you've gotten
Nah, I
a
never
no.
I never asked sexually. They just resorted to that.
Really?
Yeah. So like I'll ask like, yo, do you fuck with black guys? And they'll be like, what do you mean? I'll be like, do you genuinely fuck with black guys? And they'll be like, yeah, like as a friend.
And then
I was like, well, I'll usually be like, well, like, what do you like about them? And that's when they get stuck. And then that's when they get this weird response about sex, like, oh, like they have good sex type shit. Like they got like an honest ass answer. Like, I'll tell them, give me an honest answer to why you fuck with black people. And it's not, I was like, I don't give a fuck whether if you like them or not, but just give me the reason why you would say that you fuck with black people. And it always leads to, oh, because they're great at sex. Or they got this better than a white person.
So you're generally just asking, do you fuck with black guys? Do you like black people?
Yeah, just an open question. Like, do you like black
people?
Yeah.
And they come to you with generally, yeah, I like black people, but more specifically it's because of this.
Yeah.
And it being and that it's either that sexual.
It's either that, or of course I do because I have black friends, or I have, you know what I'm saying, my best friend is black, or I used to date somebody that was black type shit. You know what I mean? Like it's either or. It's either answer. It's never like an honest, well, it's never been like a how do you really feel type shit. Like they only like the race because of their benefits, what they want and what they need type shit.
And that's the responses you've got.
Yeah. I was about to say, I mean,
damn.
Even then I haven't asked many, but that's the answer I got majority of the time.
See, me and Shad freshman year, we would ask just to ask, like the same way you ask the general question. We would ask just to ask. We would ask friends. We would ask strangers. It didn't matter. We would just ask like, "Hey, but you like black people?" And I've had a no said to me, like just straight up no. Like, oh, interesting.
Yeah, it's just okay. Keep it pushing.
Yeah, I mean, there's nothing much. They'll be like, well, you can ask why, but yeah, it's very interesting.
I guess I just never dug too deep in the question because I didn't want to make the conversation uncomfortable for them.
Well, the conversation can be uncomfortable because just like what you were saying earlier, it can go sexual. That's how it gets like not everybody wants to talk about that, or you know what I mean.
True.
Mm-hmm. But then you also have people have you ever asked somebody and they capped?
If as far as I think, nah. As far as I know, nah.
No?
Once I go back, nah.
You never like shit. Ask somebody you like black people, they're like, no, I don't like black people like that. And
That
then
ass, like, nah. Like it's always been for something. It's always been something. It's either or, like I said. Like it's either for sex or it's either I don't know. Like I think it's more. I think it's just more of a culture thing that they like. You feel me?
I liked what you said earlier with the extra step though. So do you think that's an extra step that black people have to take? Or that people of color have to take?
I'll definitely say yes. And I say yes because we all, like, whites, blacks, we all have an understanding of history, or at least most of us do. And especially with things that you see around the earth that shit influence the way that we look at other races. Like, think of Get Out for a chance. Like, if you probably ask a traditional black couple, what do you think about this interracial couple? Oh shit, he in the second place, or she in the second place, type shit. Like, it's always, I think it's more just of a history thing. Like, we know what slavery is. We know what happened in the 1960s. Like, shit, racism is still very alive today. So it's like they don't want to be. I guess they don't want to be involved in a conversation like that, to where they had to, I guess, express how they truly feel about being with a white person. I don't know. I just feel like you have to take that step to really think of, like, is this person using me for something? Is she or he truly for me? Is he really genuine as they say they are? You know what I'm saying? Are their parents just like her? Like, you know what I'm saying? Because Becca could love everybody, anything. She could be a people person, but her parents can be very racial. You know what I'm saying? So it's like I feel like you just have to know everything before you really dive into the person that you're into.
See, but at the opposite side, not the opposite side, but I've heard of situations, I've known people who have voluntarily, like, purposely chosen to fuck with somebody because of their background, because their parents are racist, because they don't like black people. Like, that's a whole, like, what you were saying, like,
go ahead.
I was just saying how you were saying people, like, what's the purpose? Am I being used for this, that, and the other? Like, sometimes it is just so this person can feel like, it's a little fuck you to your parents if they racist, because you told me they're racist, so fuck you, I'm fucking your daughter. Like,
I was about to say, I'll be down with that shit too, just to prove a point. Like, yeah, I got you.
Yeah, but then you got to think about, like, is the person you doing that to, is she like that? You know what I mean?
True.
Like, is that girl, like, is she on that same type time, or is that guy on the same type time?
Very true. And I also think it just, like, for example, like me and white girls just don't click. Like, even if I tried to fuck one, it just didn't click, because I just feel like there's something. It's just for some reason it just don't feel the same. It just don't feel as free with if I was talking to another black girl. Like, you know what I mean? Like, I feel like me and the black girl already have a connection just because of our skin. And I feel like it's so hard to try to find a median between me and a white girl if I try to start a conversation, or even if I try to, you know what I'm saying, pursue something with her. I feel like I had to extend my hand out to kind of really, I guess, extend my hand to know this person.
So you feel like you gotta go at it differently between the races?
Hell yeah. I feel like you just gotta attack that shit different. Unless it's just I ain't got no game, hell. But I just know that all people don't react the same.
But going at it different is okay. But are you changing yourself? Are you being different? Is that if the yeah?
Like,
That's what I'm saying.
am I approaching her like already that shit in my mindset type thing?
I'm saying approaching her is different. Like saying like just
Like
like
going up to
being
her
on
with
a
that in my
different type
mind?
time is different. What?
Like going to her and like already having that sketched in my mind, like, oh, this gonna be weird type shit. Is that what you mean asking?
No, I'm saying like so. To go okay. You at a party. You see a black girl. You see a white girl. You go talk to the black girl. Hold on. You go talk to the black girl. Then you go talk to the white girl. Is there a difference in how you approach them? What you talking about?
Oh no, there wouldn't be a difference.
No.
But
Okay.
it wouldn't be a difference of how I approach. I mean, shit, it's just how the other person would, I guess, accept how I approach them. I guess it's just all about acceptance on their part. But it's just as the conversation goes along, after you get their attention, is when it starts to become like that's when the conversation begins to drift apart, and then I'm just not interested no more. So what I mean is like it's just so much easier to relate to another black person. Like it just is. Like to interact with, to talk to about different things. I just think it's just easier because they understand. Like there's some type of understanding there to where like I don't know, they might get it type thing.
Mm-hmm. Bro, I wanna take this so much
deeper.
deeper.
I definitely gotta dig deeper into what I really mean, because the way I'm wording it is not how I really mean. I'm trying to find the words.
How do you mean? Put it out there. Fuck it. Put it out there.
Shit. You're gonna be putting out there for extra 20 minutes, but shit. It's just thank you. While I'm thinking, how do you feel? How do you feel about the way interaction is between black people and your interaction with white people? I mean, obviously it wasn't different. You have a white girlfriend.
I mean, yeah. That's true. But
all people are different.
All people are different. And I like what you were saying, or like you were saying, like how you take it differently or how the conversation goes. The conversation is going to be different. So you would be different in both of those. I like how you said that.
Yeah.
But I would say a lot of people would say that approaching a white person or approaching a black person, especially when trying to slide or like trying to like flirt or something like that, they would say you got to do it differently. It's a totally different game. Like one, be more like it's. I've heard so many different things. Like with black girls, you got to be aggressive. White girls, you got to be more upfront, but don't be aggressive, or you're scared off. Like it's crazy shit.
Yeah.
It's crazy shit I've heard, but I don't know. I feel like Becca loves me for who I am. Like I don't know. I can't be.
Of course it does. Like I said,
a different.
Bro.
Yeah, but I can't be a different way. I'm like this all the fucking time. You know what I mean?
Right.
So I mean,
I guess it just comes to me probably not meeting the right person yet, or the person that's up for that, or someone that's open for discussion. You know what I mean? I guess it just happens.
I'm not communication, because it sounds like you mean people you can relate to.
I mean, yeah. I mean, of course. Like, I've met more people I relate to that are black. Like, I try. Like, for some reason, other than my roommate and a couple of people that I work with, like, I don't know. It's just, it just feel. I just feel a difference, and I wish I can. In the next episode, I'm gonna put my finger on it. And next episode, I'm putting my finger on it. But
what about your shawty though?
She Dominican. So like.
So what we. But you ain't. But like she Dominican, be like there's a whole like ethnicity. There's a whole like race behind that still. You know.
That's a very good question.
Just with like with black, there's a whole thing.
I ain't really think too deep about that. I think. Well, what really got me is that I'm really interested in her culture. Like, the way that
Mhm.
she reps the DR so proudly. I love that shit. And like
Mhm.
it gives me a scoop of how it was like over there and how it was for her growing up and how it is for her currently. Cause like it's yo, like if we going back to what we were talking about before, like with like aliens and things like that, and immigrants and shit like that, like her
Mhm.
race, it like goes fucking through it, and I hate that shit. And me just hearing about it from her, it's like it's 10 times worse because she's actually in the shit. You feel me?
Yeah.
But I mean, shit. I think it's just like how you and Becca clicked. Shit, me and her just clicked. No matter how like what race she was, what color she is, where she came from. But that's what I mean.
Mm.
It just all goes back to like
So then,
everyone is different. It's like
so that kind of contradicts everything you were
true,
saying.
true. That does contradict everything I'm saying. Yeah, you're right.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, you're right about that.
Because at the same time, she could like you don't know. Like with these racial tags or these names, that you really don't know what your background is. It's forgotten. It's kind of muddled.
Mm.
Well, DR, she's straight. She know her roots. You know what I'm saying? But I'm just like, it's just. I feel like I was about to go into a whole nother topic just now. I'm not about to do that. Actually, fuck it, I am. Did you know? Think about it. All the races. Okay. Name the races. Name them races. I'm about to fuck your world up. Name the races right now.
Just like in general.
Asian. Go ahead. Name them. Give them to me. Give them to me.
Asian, African American. You got Hispanic descent. You
African, but go back. But what? Give me the B word. The B word.
Black
and the W word. Mm-hmm. And the other one.
Black and white.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
What about them?
So you said Asian. You got eight. Hold on. You got Asian, Hispanic,
Asian,
Black,
Hispanics.
White. All those.
Yeah.
Black and white are the only one based on color.
What are you trying to get at, my brother? Hold on, what you trying to hold on? Because hold on, you better give me
That's
hook.
straight. It's straight facts. It's straight facts.
What you
out of Hispanic, Latino, Asian, you got all them shits.
Yeah.
Black and white are the only one based on color. And I'm pretty sure black and white are the only really ones used in America as well.
That's hold on. Let me put that down in my notes right quick because.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
That's a fun topic.
Only country infatuated with color. Why wouldn't we be the only country that labels people as a race by their color, except for every other race? Asian is named by what? The location, the geography of it. It's in Asia.
Right. I was about to say, I texted it back to you as well.
Mm-hmm.
I was about to say, I'm gonna have to get out of that topic and talk about that. Mm-hmm. I was about to say, I could dig that. Hold on, because I could dig deep into that shit.
Yes, sir.
If you want to give a rough thought, what would you say? How would you feel about your own question? Hell, how do you feel about it?
What you mean? I feel like what I was saying earlier.
Why is that?
Why is that? It's just to further. It's a little bit more oppression, man. You don't know what the fuck's going on. You don't know how to trace yourself back to nothing. And it honestly is. I don't even know if it's really oppression. It's just I don't know. It's just stupid because you're totally and utterly like just forgetting where you came from. Like somebody says I'm black. I'm not just black. I'm Panamanian. My grandma, she has native in her. I have a great grand. I think I have a great second grades.
Yeah.
Granddad who was from China, who is 7 feet tall.
Damn.
But you would never know that because I'm labeled black.
Right. But God,
all that went away. All of that went away. And there's more. There's more in that. Some of my family's from the islands, like Jamaica and stuff like that. How you think I understand patois so well? Come on. But that all.
Go ahead.
But all that goes away when you say black.
Right. Like that's it. That's all. That's all to you. You're black. That's all.
Exactly. My girl is I'm pretty sure she's French. Her last name is a French name. But when you say white, you even forgetting her own ties, that she's French.
Right.
And she got other stuff going on too. So I feel like it just kind of undermines what's going on for everybody.
And it just puts people, it just puts people under that category just to, I guess, be easier statistically. Even then, I wanted to ask you, how did you find that out about your family? Because I want to know some stuff about mine too. Or did you just ask members?
I have a big family, and we I didn't really have to. I did ask, but it was really volunteers because we have a big family, and their story is my grandparents' story is unbelievable. Like, our last name is Thom. Our last name is Thom, Thom, but it used to be Thom, Tom, with the accent mark over the O.
That like some years ago. I think I remember that.
Their name was changed when they came over. I think my great uncle came over first. He did Air Force or something like that. Then my other great uncle came over. He did Army. My other great uncle came over, did Army, and their sisters came over too. One of them became an indentured servant. Yeah, and she was paid for a year, and after that, she was never paid. And as an indentured servant, so she's basically a slave in the 60s.
Fuck. And they just throw all that shit out the window.
Yes, in Texas as well. So people were saying that there's no slaves in America after after the amendment. There was definitely slaves. Because one of my great aunts was a slave for years.
They want to, sweep under the rug.
Because this happened in the 60s. It took years for her to get out of there. And it wasn't easy because they had her. She was an indentured servant. You could still, it's crazy. You could still sign up for that in the 60s. When we were learning about that in elementary school for the 1800s.
Exactly.
1900s. And that was how.
That far ago, not long ago.
Yeah. And that was a way for white people to get white people as basically slaves because they would get into debt to them. And they would never be able to leave. You work off that debt. Well, if you ain't making no money for me, I guess you're staying. Right. Yeah. So that's what happened.
Did you ever find out when she, I guess,
when she was let go? I want to say it might have been. I want to say it was the 80s.
That's crazy. And that's when all that shit was supposed to be like done.
Yes.
That's insane, yo.
I don't want to lie, but I want to say
I didn't know that about you either. I didn't know that you were native. I didn't know that.
Yes, that's a small percentage on my mom's side.
But still,
and even still, with the military route, they kept my grandparent or my They didn't tell one of my great uncles how long he only had to stay. He only had to stay for 4 years. He stayed in there the whole time until he retired.
Shit,
because they never told him,
bro. That's not funny.
It's crazy. I'm laughing in shock because it's crazy. It's crazy.
Shit.
And then they put him in combat too. They be put like, come on now. That wasn't my grandpa. That was my great uncle.
If you want to keep a black man away from something, put it in a book. That's just.
I'm starting to read books.
We
read books too, but I gotta
telling myself that, but I really need to.
I gotta get up out of here soon. I got class in like 15. I forgot what time it was.
Oh shit, you sure is right. But bad.
Not bad. We got more than enough footage, though.
Oh, we got more than enough footage. But shit, me and Tevin really thank y'all for sticking us the whole way. If you've been here for the past
whole way, if you made it, if you're looking at this, you made it the whole fucking way.
Or if you just that's crazy. The video like a dickhead, but
that's fine. I mean,
that's fine too. I mean, you
still made it here. You still made it, but
exactly.
Yeah, we'll take it anyway.
Thank you for watching our second episode of The Escapade with your host, Tevin Thom and Brandon Williams. And we will be back here in 2 weeks. Don't forget to follow us on Instagram at the.escapade. Don't forget, our link is also going to be in the bio. So, hey, man.
Yes, it is.
We thank you for joining us again. And, hey, man, we'll see you in 2 weeks.
Anything that's potent. The thoughts are beside me, turn this rap shit to a hobby. It's really up if you try me. Tattoo my body, skating the cool like I'm Bobby. Why you chick giving me sloppy?